Moving on up here, Tennessee is ahead of the BYUs at number 6. At number 5, we got Indiana. That one's also, I'll get to it in just a second. Wait a minute, what the Pence? Oh, no. What? Guys, I am flabbergasted. Penn State at number 4? Come on, man. What are we doing? Oh my gosh, this is a disgrace and an embarrassment to the sport I love, college football. These rankings suck, man. I hope tonight the committee does what's right, and I swear, if they have Penn State ranked ahead of Alabama, Ole Miss, or Tennessee, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to start on this video by asking a question. Do you guys want to continue to see AP poll reaction videos throughout the season? Let me know in the comment section, because I've had quite a few of you tweeting at me saying, yo, Matt, what's your thoughts on the AP poll? Yo, Matt, what do you think about where Alabama's at, where Miami's at, Georgia at, and etc., etc.? As y'all know, number 1, I don't take a look at the AP poll until we make a video like this. And number 2, I especially haven't been paying attention to it recently because it doesn't matter. The only poll that really matters for your top 12 teams at least is the College Football Playoff Committee poll. But some people still value the AP poll, which is totally fine. And plus 2, I did kind of want to make this video just to tell you guys my thoughts and where I think these teams should be ranked before these college football playoff rankings come out tonight. And by the way, come on back later tonight. I'm giving you my live reaction. Be on the lookout for that video. I already know I'm probably going to go on a major rant and tangent in tonight's video because we have a big problem and we have a big dilemma. I will get to that in just a second. Let's pull up this AP poll and start on from 25 and work our way up. All right, so Mizzou and South Kakalaki, shout out to them. They crack it at 24 and 23. Colorado, they go up 3 spots to 18. Clemson 2. Oh, what about this Army? Undefeated still at 16. Not too much to say there at 12. Okay, Miami dropped a lot. 8 spots. Wow. You can tell a lot of people don't take Miami too serious, and they feel like, yeah, they probably should have lost some more earlier this season. At number 11, I can get down with this. I had them at number 10 in my rankings. We got Georgia. Nobody's going to argue with that. At 10, going up 6 spots, we got Ole Miss. And yeah, this is where our problem and dilemma starts to come up. At number 9, we got Alabama. Ahead of Bama, I don't even understand how you can do this. You got Notre Dame. Let me ask you a question. Number 1, who is Notre Dame beat this year? And then number 2, how do you look at Alabama's strength of schedule? Alabama's beat 4 top 25 teams, by the way, and look at Notre Dame to go, oh yeah, we're going to put Notre Dame ahead of Bama. To go on top of that, if you're looking at the eye test, Alabama looks better than Notre Dame. But I understand some people could say the eye test is 1A, 1B. Some people may try to say Notre Dame looks better, which is kind of laughable considering they don't play in the SEC. What do I mean by that? Come on, man. You know what I mean by that. The SEC is a gauntlet. It's the best conference in the nation. It's not even close. We talk about the college football playoffs, but just competing in the SEC every year is a college football playoff. And I hate how these just stupid and ignorant fans always say anytime someone props up the SEC, oh, here we go, SEC buys up. Here we go, D-Ride in the SEC. Buddy, it's not D-Riding. Who's won all the championships the past 20 years? The SEC. The SEC is the best, and it's not like I'm bragging about it or another SEC fan's bragging about it. It's just reality. And it's not a coincidence that the SEC is the best conference because, oh, guess what? All the best athletes grow up in the SEC. I'm talking about for the vast majority, by the way. I know every now and then there's a 5-star recruit from up north, and California's got a bunch of athletes, but you get what I'm trying to say. High school football and college football is king in the Southeast, and by the way, I do consider Texas to be in the Southeast. Anyways, getting back on track here, Notre Dame ahead of Alabama is an absolute joke, and also another joke is BYU. I get it, they're undefeated. I've given them credit for that, but come on, man, what are we doing? It's the same argument I just said. If you put BYU in the SEC, do you think they're 9-0? No, not even close. They probably got 3 or 4 losses. And I've been nice this year. I haven't even been using the, oh, well, if Iowa State, when they were undefeated, if they're in the SEC, they'd have a couple of losses. If BYU, I haven't even used this argument up until this point. I've been giving teams the benefit of the doubt, but I'm tired of doing it. SEC's a gauntlet, period, the end. So I am not knocking teams like Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia for having a couple of losses. You know what I'm doing? I'm evaluating the teams for what I see on the field. Moving on up here, Tennessee is ahead of the BYUs at number 6. At number 5, we got Indiana. That one's also, I'll get to it in just a second. Wait a minute, what the Pence? Oh, no. What? Guys, I am flabbergasted. I low-key forgot about this team because they're so irrelevant. Penn State at number 4? Come on, man. What are we doing? Oh my gosh, this is a disgrace and an embarrassment to the sport I love, college football. This is nasty work, man. Penn State at number 4. Get the F out of here. You gotta be kidding me. Am I being punked? This is real. What the crap? I'm gonna tell you right now, if that committee has Penn State near the top 5, I'm gonna lose my mind again tonight. Wow. Irrelevant Penn State at 4. Let me ask you a question, please, Nittany Lion fans. Who have you beat? Nobody. The Big Ten sucks. The sorry and sucky Big Ten, outside of a couple of teams every year, and I'll give credit, Ohio State, really good team. Oregon, they're an elite team. I got them in a different category compared to everybody else. But everyone outside of Oregon, Ohio State, mid. Penn State, mid. Indiana, actually, Indiana benefited out. Good. Indiana's good. But Penn State's mid. Let's finish this, though. We'll talk more about this. Texas at number 3. No problems with that, really. I have them at 6 in my rankings. Little Bro State at 2 is where I got them, and Oregon at 1. A shout out to the Duckies, best team in the nation. They've been the most dominant team in the nation. There's just no arguing that or disputing it. But, oh, my goodness, this is some diabolical work. Penn State at 4? That's crazy. Heck, man, I don't even think Penn State should be ranked ahead of Indiana. I mean, what is that logic? Who is Penn State beat? Let's pull up their schedule, why don't we? West Virginia sucks. Bowling Green sucks. Kent State sucks. Not Indiana, my apologies. Illinois, mid. UCLA sucks. USC, garbage. They almost lost that one. They should have lost it. Wisconsin, mid. With their backup quarterback, they suck. Ohio State, you lost that one. Washington, garbage, and that's it. Dude, they ain't beat nobody. They ain't beat one top 25 team. This is so stupid, bro. I hate this, and I haven't really got worked up this entire season, but as we continue to get closer to the actual playoff, I will get worked up. When you got teams like Penn State who don't even have a ranked win at number 4. What has Penn State done that's more impressive than Tennessee? Penn State shouldn't be anywhere near the top 10. They should be at number 11, 12, 13, 14, something like that. In my rankings, I got them at 12. Let's talk about Indiana. That's where my next problem arises. I dropped them in my rankings. I got them, where'd I have them at? 7 or 8, something like that. I respect what Indiana has done this year. It's a great story. It's a great Cinderella run. But in life, the villains are victorious. The heroes don't always win. Indiana has 0% chance to win a championship, and they're not one of the big boys. And when I say they're not one of the big boys, I'm not talking about based off of the last 20, 30, 40 years. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about look at Indiana in the trenches. Indiana would get absolutely dominated by a team like Tennessee or Notre Dame. And yeah, that's right. I use Notre Dame as an example, so some of y'all can't say, oh, well, Matt's SEC bias. No, I'm saying Notre Dame too. I know Notre Dame got upset by Northern Illinois, but if they play Indiana tomorrow, I'm picking Notre Dame. And here's the last thing I'm going to say about Indiana. They do not belong ahead of schools like Tennessee, Ole Miss, or Alabama. No way. I don't care about the losses. I already know. I can smell you, Timmy. You run to the comments. But Mr. Matt, Alabama and Ole Miss got 2 losses. Shut up, nerd. I don't care. Let me ask you a question. Can Indiana even beat South Carolina? Notice how I didn't say Georgia belongs ahead of Indiana, though, because I don't think that's right. Georgia has been playing some really bad football recently. However, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Tennessee have all been playing great football recently. Moving on down here, I'll maybe get back to Indiana in a second. The BYUs. Shaking my head, man. This one's even worse. And let me address this because I saw a bunch of you commenting this on one of the recent videos. I did not know BYU and Utah was a rival game. I didn't. Some of you were saying, well, Matt, you say in rival games, it doesn't matter what a team's record is, it's always going to be close. And I do say that. I just didn't know BYU and Utah was a rival game. So my apologies on that. But outside of BYU and Utah coming down to the last couple of minutes, I still don't believe BYU is better than Tennessee, Alabama, or Ole Miss. And here's my argument against BYU. Okay, sure, we can give them the benefit of the doubt against Utah, rival game. They almost lost to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State sucks. And the one stupid argument I see people try to have for BYU is, Mr. Matt, BYU beat SMU by 3 and they also beat Kansas State. And? Is that supposed to impress me? SMU and Kansas State. Is that supposed to impress me? I'm asking you. Maybe some of y'all think it should, but to tell you the honest truth, it doesn't. Kansas State is the definition of mid. They're always going to fluctuate between 25 and 15 every single year. Kansas State does not have the talent to compete with the big boys, and SMU, sure, they're having a decent season, but come on now. Mid. These rankings suck, man. I hope tonight the committee does what's right, and I swear, if they have Penn State ranked ahead of Alabama, Ole Miss, or Tennessee, I'm going to lose my mind. That is just ridiculous, and same thing can be said for Indiana and BYU. And look, let me get this straight, because I have been pretty harsh and critical. BYU and Indiana are good football teams. Me saying they shouldn't be ranked ahead of Alabama, Ole Miss, and Tennessee has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with Alabama, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. Those teams have been playing, like I said, really good football. It's not that they're not good. It's just, in my humble opinion at least, these other three teams are better. And they also have a better resume. I'm going to say this, and we'll end off the video here shortly. Alabama has 4 top 25 wins. Penn State has 0. Why is Penn State ranked ahead of Alabama? Tonight will be interesting. Hopefully the committee does what's right. Normally they do, but who knows. Let me know your thoughts down below. But